We love those athletes that just go out there and they know that they're gonna kill it. We loved watching Chad Ochocinco, LeBron James.
That's too easy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about arrogance and validation. Like, why do these arrogant people just walk around like they deserve everything? What makes them so much better than everybody else?
Arrogant, bossy, and pushy. You also have a God complex.
Well, you know what? We're going to get deep down into all that tea today in this video. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Be sure to just think about subscribing. Look at this beautiful icon, just look at it. And without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into this video. So for me personally, I've always been a humble person. Never wanted any type of recognition for anything. Always just kind of did my job, did what I had to do, and tried to do it to the best of my abilities. And this is coming from my athletic background. I played volleyball for like 11 years. And throughout those 11 years, I remained a very humble athlete. So like, I never really saw the point of walking around with my chest all puffed out and staring people down through the net and just like intimidating folks. Like, I was never that kind of athlete. It never appealed to me. Fast forward to when I started undergrad, rivalries in the Swac were so intense. These girls that I played against, this one team in particular, I don't want to name drop, psych, we're just gonna say it anyways. I played at Jackson State and our biggest rival was Alabama State. These girls were ruthless. They were staring folks down through the net. I never felt like somebody was going to fight me on a volleyball court until my second year of playing volleyball at Jackson State. They brought some energy. They brought some different type of energy, and I'm not gonna lie, sophomore year Michaela was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. Not even junior year Michaela was ready for that. I was like, these girls might just fight me. We won our championship our freshman year, and then the second year we lost. We lost to Alabama State, and the year after that, guess what happened? We lost again. They didn't just beat us, they took the championship from us. We really lost Swac twice because we didn't have the same energy as Alabama State. So I say all that to say this: if you don't act the part that you want to get, you're not gonna get the part that you want. If you want to be a champion, if you want to be excelling in life, if you want to be financially independent, if you want to be a socialite or whatever on Instagram, if you want to be TikTok famous, you gotta act like you want that shit. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but you really do have to act like you want it. Don't let anybody stand in the way of you getting it. And more importantly than acting like you want it, you have to act like you already have it. What did bremanrock say? bremanrock said something the other day on how he knew he always wanted to be rich and famous. So he would walk around high school with his, you know, just looking beat and like a bad ting. So he would walk around, he would carry himself with that energy. He would carry himself with that leveled up energy, because he knew in the long run, he knew at the end of the day, this path that he was on and how he was carrying himself was going to lead him to what he wanted in life, which is, I guess, to be rich and famous. And, you know, speaking of bremanrock, why do y'all think people like Megan Thee Stallion, people like JT and Young Miami, why do you think they have the things that they have? Because they just sat back and were humble the whole time and just knew that they were that good and kept it to themselves? No. No. They had the balls enough to act, to really act and believe like they were some hot girls. If you a hot girl, make it pop, pop, pop. Bitches in the club, make it yeah, yeah, yeah. And these people that I mentioned, bremanrock, Megan Thee Stallion, JT, Young Miami, these individuals carry themselves in a way that a self-validated individual would. They talk about it, they be about it. So guess what? People see that. And once people see you're not just talking the talk, but you're walking the walk, you're acting like you're that thing, that girl. We don't really cuss on this channel. We don't want to cuss. We don't want to cuss. But if people out here are seeing that you are walking that walk, not just talking that talk, people will start acting like like, oh, okay, you know, that this is something that I mentioned in my previous video. It's like a superpower. It's like a social superpower. When you start really believing in your abilities and believing in the things that you have to offer this world, people will really just start to go with it. I don't know why. I think it's just like some type of social hormonal thing that we do as social creatures. If you start acting like you are the hottest gal on the block, people recognize that, and it'll come in different forms of, you know, recognizing that. Some people might be a little haters, like, who does she think she is? Some people might be like, oh wow, okay, so yeah, I really do like her style. Like, yeah, I really do like, you know. Some people will just start to conform in different ways to the things that you're trying to do, to the presentation that you're trying to put out there. People will just start to believe it. Even if you're not, you know, popping or whatever, people will just start to go with it. I mean, don't be mad at me. This is just what happens. I'm sure there's some type of reference. You know what? There is some type of reference. So I read this study that people are more likely to choose the correct answers as a group if they know what other people, you know, put, even if they know the answer is wrong. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I'll put the link to it. I'll put a screenshot of it right here. Hopefully I can find it. But you got to be self-validated. Some people might confuse that with being arrogant. Some people might confuse it with being stuck up, entitled. Like you think that you're better than somebody because you walk around with your head held high and you know what you want out of life and you know the things that you deserve, and you're not even afraid to speak it out and also act like you deserve these things. You got to be about that action, because people aren't going to like you when you try to step outside your box, when you try to step outside your comfort zone. If you're known for being somebody who dresses typically frumpy and whatnot, like I was a frumpy dressing girl in college. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I dressed frumpy. I didn't care what I looked like. People treat you the way that you present yourself. If you present yourself as somebody who's frumpy, somebody who is used to getting walked all over, somebody who's used to getting treated bad in relationships, used to getting treated terrible in work settings, used to being told to be quiet, if you act like that kind of persona, that is exactly how people are going to treat you. And the power of being self-validated is that you know your worth, you know what you're bringing to the table, and if you know these things, people will treat you with more respect. And another thing about that is you kind of have to be ready for people for a negative reaction from people. If you are self-validated enough to believe that I do deserve this and I do deserve that, there's going to be people that question that. Like, why do you deserve that? Like, why do you feel like you deserve love? Why do you feel like you deserve a raise? You have to be ready for people to not agree with you. And that's one of the things about being self-validated. If you know your worth, know what you're gonna do, know what you want to do, and know what you're capable of, even when people don't agree with you, you're gonna do it anyways. And that's just how it goes, being a self-validated, arrogant, cocky, conceited person. At the end of the day, these people know their worth. Chad Ocho Cinco, why y'all think we love Showboat so much? We love those athletes that just go out there and they know that they're gonna kill it. We loved watching Chad Ochocinco. I'm from Cincinnati, so we love seeing him just doing his thing. T.O., he got a show. He got a whole show. LeBron James.
That's too easy.
We love seeing that. We love seeing people do their thing, talk that talk, walk that walk, and back it up and reverse it. Put it in reverse, back it up. Put it in reverse. But that's just me. Some people love to see it. Some people hate to see it. And let me tell you why some people hate it. Some people hate it because it's a threat to their social survival. They feel immediately beneath. They hate it because they feel immediately beneath this person. We don't do these things to put other people down. We do these things to uplift ourselves so we can get the things that we want out of life. I'm just gonna cut this video off right now. I feel like there's so many different directions that this conversation can go, but as for right now, we're just gonna leave it at what I said. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Look, I'll even put the icon up again. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful icon. Think about subscribing to my channel. Watch a few of my other videos. Go ahead and just like this video for me and leave a comment. Have you always been validated? Leave a comment telling me a time of when you second guessed yourself, when you didn't feel too confident. I have so many stories of that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.